This is Jason DeBoard at the Original Prop blog, and this is going to be a quick follow-up to a YouTube I published on Saturday, May 11th. Today is May 14th, and Bonhams held their auction, which included the full Darth Vader Empire Strikes Back costume, as well as some gloves from the first film. So I was really interested to see what happened with this auction. As mentioned in the first video, there was a lot of discussion and debate about exactly what the nature of this costume was. Was it a touring costume made for touring? Was it production made? Was it screen used? So as mentioned in the last video, Bonhams published an update to their auction description. And so I was interested to see what was going to happen with this auction today. And about an hour before the auction began, which was at about 1 o'clock California time, the Los Angeles Times put up a new article, and there's been a lot of press about this Darth Vader costume, and it was pretty consistent with what we've seen leading up to the auction. The headline was, "Star Wars costume could fetch $1 million in auction at Bonhams." And then right before the auction started, the status of this Darth Vader costume within the lot listing was changed to withdrawn. So it was actually pulled from auction. There wasn't any additional explanation on the lot page. Interestingly, the gloves were not pulled from auction. So the gloves that were actually believed to have been screen worn in the first film did continue on. So I did watch that, and I actually captured a little bit of video of that, so you can see what happens here.
Here is lot 158. This is a pair of screen-worn black gloves from Star Wars Episode 4, New Hope, worn by Kermit Eller as Darth Vader. There they are on your screen. I hope you saw them in the other room. And we can open this up. Let's open this up at $20,000. $20,000 to open. $20,000 is there. $20,000, $22,000. $22,000 is the bid. $22,000 is the bid. Go 25. $22,000 is the bid. Go 25. $25,000. $28,000. $28,000 now the bid. $28,000 now the bid. Go 30. $28,000 now the bid. Go 30,000. $28,000 now the bid. Go 30. $28,000 is here. 30 will be next. But we all done all through at $28,000 only. Fair warning at $28,000. All right, down it goes. Oops, my pen is dying.
Okay, so the gloves actually went unsold. The bidding went up to $28,000 and then stopped. The estimate was $50,000 to $100,000. So there was a reserve. I don't know what the reserve was. Maybe it was $30,000. I was actually surprised that these did not sell. I actually expected them to exceed the estimate. The LA Times article changed several times throughout the day. They changed the headline this afternoon. As you see, it says a rebellion twist. Star Wars Darth Vader costume withdrawn from Bonhams auction. And then with the original update, they explained that they reached out to Bonhams, and Bonhams did not reply with a comment. And then it changed again tonight at 6:25 California time. As you can see here, it says the Star Wars villain's costume was suddenly withdrawn from a Tuesday auction, according to auctioneer Bonham's website. The live auction, which could be watched online, was set for 1 p.m. Pacific time. In a similar vein to how Newman's Rolex Daytona watch and Taylor's Rare Jewels set records at auction, Bonhams aimed to fetch at least $500,000 for a complete Darth Vader costume when it went on sale in Los Angeles on Tuesday. In a statement, Bonhams officials said Tuesday, quote, "Bonhams, together with Mr. Bryce, Kermit Eller, and the Lucas Museum of Narrative Art, agreed to withdraw from auction the Darth Vader costume from The Empire Strikes Back." asked if Lucas Museum, which was founded by Star Wars creator George Lucas and is being built in LA's Exposition Park, would acquire or exhibit the costumes, Bonhams spokeswoman Sung Hee Kim said, quote, "We would be delighted if that is the case, but it is up to the museum." Lucas Museum representatives didn't respond to a request for a comment on Tuesday. So this is pretty interesting. I don't remember anything quite like this ever happening with a Star Wars prop coming up for auction. Going back to the earlier section here, the quote from Bonhams, where it says, "Bonhams, together with Mr. Bryce Kermit Eller and the Lucas Museum of Narrative Art, agreed to withdraw from auction the Darth Vader costume from The Empire Strikes Back." So it's interesting that they're saying the consignor and the Lucas Museum basically together agreed to withdraw, would imply that the Lucas Museum feels that they have some ownership of it or have gained ownership of it. It's unclear. I don't want to speculate, but like I said, I haven't really seen anything like this before. I know that the museum is a big deal, and maybe it's going to change the way Star Wars, rare Star Wars artifacts are or are not handled at auction. So I take a wait and see perspective, but this is an interesting development. It's definitely worth noting here. I don't really have any additional information. More information may not be forthcoming, but I'll monitor this, and if there is some future development that sort of relates to this, I'll publish an update. But an interesting day for Star Wars collectors and people that are interested in kind of following the art market and the sort of marquee and high-end Star Wars pieces that are traded in it. So that's the update. Pretty unusual, but we'll see if there are any further ramifications or if there's sort of a shift in the Star Wars original prop and costume market. Thanks for watching the video, and if you have any information or insights into this development, feel free to post a comment, or if you'd like to reach out to me privately, you can email me at jason@originalpropblog.com. Thanks.